Okay. Aloha iPhone. Can you tell us who you are in the chat? Can you mention who you are? We need to identify people so that we can track this. So. Okay, we'll wait a few minutes before we get others to join. Okay. Right. Okay, and I'm recording this for those of us who are not able to attend. Sorry, I can't start until the person who is iPhone, can you please identify yourself? Just put in the chat, please, or Q&A. As we go forward, if you have any questions, you can put it in Q&A, and then we'll be sure to answer those later. I'm really sorry, but you have to identify yourself. Who is iPhone? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to remove you then if you don't identify yourself. We have to have names for everybody for security reasons. Okay, we're gonna get started. And sorry, iPhone, I'm gonna have to remove you because you haven't said who you are. So if you need to, you'll catch up later on the recording. Can you put in the chat? Just chat to us who you are. You're not able to chat. Can you unmute yourself? Okay, Reiko. Change your name to Reiko Rogers, yeah. Next time. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. We're gonna get started. Very pleased to have Ted Saihara here. He's going to go through some very important feedback gathering for today as well as tomorrow. And we will get into that. Since everyone here is, sorry, I do need to speak about HiSTEP real quick, so I'm going to do that and share my screen on this real quick. So just a quick review for everyone. This training program is part of the HiSTEP program. It is a program of DBED where we're funded by the Small Business Administration, U.S. Small Business Administration, and we have various partners here who serve as consultants. When you register for HiSTEP, you are given a good opportunity to meet with various partners depending on your size of company and where you are in your maturity, and that helps you to strengthen your business to get ready for exporting. Yeah, which we're doing with the Hankyu Fair. That's the first step. HiSTEP has training such as today's webinar, market entry programs such as Hankyu Hawaiʻi Fair, and company assistance. And so if you haven't applied for company assistance, it will be available again from the fall of this year, probably November, December. We'll post information about it, and you should definitely apply and help defray your cost of exporting. So we have various shows, as I mentioned, not only Hankyu Fair, but we have in Japan FoodX, which is a trade show, TIGS, Tokyo International Gift Show, which is also trade. Hankyu Fair is also growing in terms of more retail for Hawaii companies. So we continue to expand this important market as well as other markets. Company assistance, like I said, will be available if you're a young company new to export. There's a cap at 5,000, which is reimbursement of your costs. And market expansion companies, those who have been exporting for some time, would be 15,000. So these expenses are things like marketing, shipping samples, shipping products, logistics, expanding your importer search with the commercial service, for example, yeah, the gold key, platinum key, and programs like that. Make sure that you check out our website and register. You must register for Hankyu. The companies I believe that you're on right now, you have registered. We will follow up with everyone because you need to get your consulting, but also we need to have you onboarded into our system so that we can track your results. So this year we're going to have a recap webinar in August, led by Ted, wrapping up all the things that we were talking about, preparing, executing, gathering feedback, and then when we come back after Hankyu, we'll have a chance to get feedback from everyone, analyze results, and really put that back into your strategy going forward. So you need to really get into our system to really maximize the opportunity that you have with us, with DBED, with Hankyu, with all the things that you want to do with Japan. We are here to support you with that. And so the first thing you must do is register. Okay. So moving on, thank you for allowing me to promote HiSTEP. We will jump into our main event with Ted Saihara, who's the principal of Hibiscus Interactive, the leading bilingual Japanese-English marketing agency. He does websites, e-commerce. He knows Japanese customers very, very well. And we're very lucky to have him because he's very busy now. A lot of business, even though Japanese visitors are not coming back yet, he's working on a lot of things. And we'll talk about all those things in the next few slides. So take it away, Ted.
Thank you, Lyle, as always. My name is Ted Saihara. If this is not your first time at Hankyu Fair, you may have seen me or know me. I own a Japanese digital marketing agency called Hibiscus, as Lyle said, here in Honolulu. We've been in business for almost 20 years, helping local businesses reach the Japanese market. Last week, we discussed what you should do to prepare and accomplish at the Hankyu Fair. I provided some tips and recommendations on how to engage with Japanese customers and importers, conduct market research, prepare, and achieve the most success at the Hankyu Hawaii Fair. But in today's webinar, we will discuss how to gather customer feedback and why seeking these feedback at the Hankyu Fair is important. Before we jump in, I think Lyle explained a little bit before, but this is a 6-part webinar series. The first 2 occurred last week. The third and fourth this week, and today's the 3rd, and the final 2 when we return from the fair. These webinars, we made it purposely shorter than other webinars, bite-sized information, so you can digest and execute them right away. I'm always around, so I'll also be at the fair starting July 10th. So please feel free to contact me at any time. So let's begin. Lyle, next slide, please. What feedback should companies seek from Japanese customers? First, this may be very obvious to you, so let's just make sure we're all on the same page. Customer feedback helps you understand what you're doing right directly from your customers, obviously. Or you can find out what your customers love and appreciate and find out what keeps them coming back. Customer feedback also helps you understand what you're doing wrong. This, let's say, negative information actually can benefit your sales team, customer support, product design team if you have, or even your consultants. Whenever I research customer feedback, right, I think of Amazon's Jeff Bezos quote. At Amazon, we innovate by starting with the customer and working backward. That becomes the touchstone for how we invent. So Amazon being one of the top online marketplaces in Japan, just like the US, and custom loyalty has a significant role in their success. Building customer loyalty isn't just about building a better product, but also developing a nurturing relationship with customers. Some of the successful companies have achieved long-term success because of how they use feedback and insights. Next slide, please. Here are specific questions you can ask your customers. And again, these are just examples. You should come up with your own, but I hope these will help start your process. The first one is product feedback. This is the most important one. Why did they like your product and what made them buy it? This is really going to make you, the answer to this is really going to get you to that success level. New product feature requests. This can help you come up with new product ideas. How did they find out about you, right? Are some of your marketing efforts working? Find the source and take advantage of that. Expand it, leverage it. First time discovering the brand. Is this their first time or a repeat customer? What is their favorite product from your brand? Is it different from your US customer base? Or and I'll be very curious to know that. Is it different, the same? And that'll really lead you to future decision-making for your business. What other similar brands do they like? It's important to know your competitors, right? And how they are pushing their brand in Japan. How was the customer experience at the fair? Make sure your brand is well represented at Hankyu Hawaii Fair. Next slide, please. So why do we need feedback? Well, first, being popular in Hawaii or locally or even in a national level does not guarantee success in Japan. We always discuss this with our clients and our team. Being a popular brand in Hawaii will most definitely help, but you still need to connect and prove that your brand is special compared to others. If you've been to Japan, Japan has great food, coffee, I don't know, skincare, anything and everything, right? From all over the world. And even those domestic products are great in Japan and most likely going to be cheaper if it's domestic. So why would they want to buy your product? This is why you need to find out what your Japanese customers think and provide them with the best customer experience. And that's where you use customer feedback to find that information. But unfortunately, Japan has the worst rankings in the Edelman Trust Barometer at only 37%. Brands will find it harder to build trust with new customers, especially if they don't know you and you're from a foreign country. This barometer is a service that provides data from countries on the level of trust the population has in businesses, government, and media. And when trust in business is low, they will look to their peers for knowledge and guidance when deciding what to buy. So reviews, testimonials, word of mouth, anything more user-centric, that means is user-generated content, especially online, becomes vital to their buying process. But I've been very negative about this. Let's try to look at this in a more positive way. Trust is low, and Japanese customers are essentially looking for other customer feedback. So why don't we use the customer feedback data that we collect and use that information to market your products? Next slide, please. Oh, this is the Edelman Trust Barometer that I was talking to you about before. As you can see, Japan at the way bottom in the red zone highlighted in the distrust zone. So you can see and compare with other countries. Japanese tend to be more precise on what they choose, what they buy. They do their research and their homework. So make sure that you communicate when you're in Japan. Make sure to communicate with them and explain the value that you're bringing to Japan. Next slide, please. So again, the positive way of thinking, right? What I was trying to get at before is customer feedback makes for great content marketing. Use the words and opinions that you collect from your customers to fuel your website, blog, social media, or anything you have, let's say, any marketing tool, advertising that you're doing. You utilize those data that you collect and try to take advantage of that. The list here shows customer reviews increase customer trust in your brand. On your website, let's say, if we display that other Japanese customers are leaving positive reviews, other customers will feel more confident about purchasing your products. Let your customers know you care. Show that you're sincere and start that customer relationship. Boost your trustability and credibility. Show that you're trustworthy. And this is the opportunity now to get gain credibility by the Japanese consumers, whether you're do this when you're at the fair or even when you return. Increase sales, the most important part. The best promotion comes from other customers providing positive words and opinions. Next slide, please. So to conclude this and to highlight the most important part of this topic is, well, going to, the Hankyu Hawaii Fair customers are special especially for Hawaii business owners. They are Hawaii lovers, which is great, with the knowledge and selective taste. They are incredibly selective about the brands they like and are less likely to buy based on if the price is too high or too low. And this is good for us. We can compete with originality, authenticity, and quality, and not just price points. Especially if you're going to compete with domestic products, their prices are going to be lower than you. So again, just because your prices are high is not a negative thing. As long as you, again, as I always say, make sure to communicate and tell your story to prove your value. Again, just highlighting, Japanese consumers are known for their desire for quality, and it comes the desire for luxury goods. And when I say luxury goods here, what I mean are brands from Hawaii, because they are priced higher, right? They don't have to buy Hawaiian product. This is more of a luxury that the Hawaiian companies are providing, and that's what the Japanese are looking for if the quality and authenticity is there. So to conclude this, if you can prove, again, your authenticity and superior quality, which is what they're looking for, you'll be successful in the Japanese market. Thank you.
Thanks, Ted. I'd like to add to that. I think it's interesting that you would position Hawaii products as luxury goods. And I do agree in the sense that we want to promote higher priced products, right? Because you are, because of the yen, you're going to be higher priced, right? Relative. Because of the shipping, because of the fact that you're making smaller quantities, it's not mass produced, right? You put more care into it. The quality is higher. I think you can definitely treat it in that way. And I think that's a very good positioning of authentic made in Hawaii products. Because it's so hard to manufacture here, everything is going to be pricier, but we put in so much more the ethos, right? You know, being in Hawaii, your heritage, the values, and things like that. So whatever you can communicate to your customers on that level, that's important. But you need to get your feedback from your customers and say, am I communicating that? Do you get what I'm talking about, right? So especially when you are selling, if you can find out why are they buying the product, right? You know, and not to give anything away, but Ted's going to talk about a lot tomorrow on that. So we just want to keep emphasizing the more you engage with your customers, these Japanese customers are very high quality, the ones that are coming to Hankyu. You know, you really want to engage with them and keep them as customers, right? So anyone who comes in, you know, you make that sale, but you keep them for the future. You know, you come back to Hankyu, they'll be back. You know, when they come to Hawaii, they'll want to seek you out. Okay, so I think these are all great opportunities that we need to just keep emphasizing. Sorry if you're not able to get into the chat, but can you put anything in the Q&A? Do you folks have any questions? If not, you can send an email to Ted and myself, and we'll put together an FAQ. Ted's email is here. I don't know if you guys can see mine. I'll be sure to send it out. But if you have anything, you know, you can let us know right now, or we can follow up later. Again, Ted and I will be at the Hankyu. We're going to be meeting everybody. We'll be sending out more information before we all leave. There is an opportunity to have a lunch, a welcome lunch, hosted by Hankyu. So we'll have a chance to meet everyone. But hopefully we can get a lot of these things kind of in your system, so it becomes kind of automatic. You don't have to worry about too many things at once. But thank you very much for attending. So I don't see any questions here. We're going to finish today. We have the same time tomorrow, 11 o'clock. And then we also have the follow-ups after the fair that we'll be making sure everyone joins. Thank you very much for joining today, and enjoy the rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.